The MailleWerX Chainmail Livestream. My name's Sean. I run MailleWerX.com and I make chainmail on stream. If you like chainmail, you should hang out and watch chainmail get made. And if you don't know what chainmail is, you hang out and learn all about it. Excuse me. All right, let's see here. My notification pop up. There we go. There you go. Oh, shoot. I never know what to write when I post this. It's fun. Making some chainmail. All right. Now that that has done, the first thing I want to do is, I'll show you. I want to keep that seam kind of center. I can't tell what's what here. So if no, don't do that. There we go. How you doing, Barb? All right. So this is the center. It's in about the crown of my head, right? I need to clearly bring this front piece down. We're just gonna bring it straight down as it is, and that's what we're gonna start on tonight. All right. And we're gonna go. Let me turn Frank on. Not bad. I'm doing okay. Had a bit of a weird day. Going to mark out where this seam begins and ends. I think it's here. That looks correct. Why weird? I went to my VA appointment today and it was just kind of not what I expected. So let me get this sorted real quick and I'll tell you all about it. You know, which one is the seam? So I went to my appointment today for the VA, and I was, according to my paperwork, I was supposed to, what I thought was undergo a general assessment for all of my complaints, and I ended up getting there early. And so I was waiting for like 45 minutes, essentially, for an appointment that took 15, and they only ended up looking at one condition. And that was kind of off-putting, if I'm being honest. I thought they were going to look at everything. But they told me that sometimes for VA claims, there's enough evidence inside your medical record that you submit to them that they don't need for you to go and be evaluated. So I got back on the VA website and I looked, and all of my stuff is closed, which is weird in and of itself because I just started this process a little bit ago, a couple of weeks ago. And so with all my files closed, I'm expecting a letter. They said that they had sent out the letter on the 23rd of December. I haven't gotten anything. And none of the stuff in the computer has been updated. So I don't know what's going on. But hopefully I will have a rating soon and figure out what claims made it through and what didn't. So once I get that figured out, that'll make this a whole lot easier. So, and the secretary at the facility I went to, it's a civilian doctor that does the evaluation. And the secretary there, she's the one that informed me that sometimes they don't need for you to go and have all of your conditions evaluated because of the evidence in your medical record. So I'm hoping, like, I got seen for a skin condition, so I'm hoping that, you know, now that that's been verified, all the rest of the stuff is good to go, and I'll have my disability rating here soon, and that'll be really nice. So, kind of not what I expected though, you know. How you doing, Rick? How's your stream tonight? Right. So yeah, I got the wrong dog food, so I gotta take it back tomorrow. And then I drove up to this place about 45 minutes earlier than what I thought I had to be there at. Just an off day. So, hopefully tomorrow will be better. Off day for you too. Stream went well, but not before. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what was going on today, but it's fine. Tomorrow will be better. Yeah, it has to be better. Now, tomorrow should be a pretty good day. I go out and I gotta see a couple patients, and then the weekend starts. We got a little bit more painting to do upstairs. And if you weren't here for the paint battle I've been fighting. Basically, none of the paint in the basement matches any of the rooms. So I've gone through all of it trying to figure out, like, is there any ceiling paint in the basement? The answer is no. I tried to match the basement wall paint. That didn't get matched. It's either the color or the texture, or the grade of paint, I guess. So I am giving up on paint. And if I have to, I will cover it up with something else, like some wallpaper or something. Or there's so many areas that need like touch-ups. It might just end up being worth it to have someone come in and repaint everything. That's where I'm at with it right now. I am not going to be able to match this paint. The one upstairs should work. We painted the hallway upstairs, or we had it painted. So we should have the paint here in the basement. None yet. It happened to you about your house. None of it matched any room at all. Yeah. I grabbed everything I knew that didn't match and threw it out in the garage where it's going to get thrown away. So everything else, right, I have the right paint, color, texture, the correct jar it came from. That's only like a third of the house. So figure they bring in a paint crew to paint everything before selling. Oh yeah. I'm not a big fan of paint or textured walls. Because whenever anything happens to them, right, like it's a whole repair job. So I'm gonna figure out something else to cover my walls with. We are delineating the front of this coif from everything else. We're going to bring it down to my eyebrows, and then we'll start building out everything else. And we can actually probably build that in sections. So you had some reds, dark brown, green, but none of the rooms were those colors. But through the years since you've painted, we have found reminiscence of those colors. Nice. Yep.
Jack it up.
No, I think that it's just going to be easier to bring someone else in to paint. So because me trying to do it myself has been a nightmare. So I do got some of that to do this weekend, but it should be okay. Finish that up. And that's really kind of, I have a list of projects that cost money and projects that don't cost money. And so that's kind of it for the list of projects that don't cost money. And it's frozen outside and you can't really do anything, so I'm gonna do some relaxing this weekend. Maybe read a book, get some exercise, find something to go do. All the rest of the stuff that I need to do costs money. Be a good weekend to get some work done on the store. Start getting new products and new designs out there. We'll do some of that too. Should be anyway. What's today? Today's Thursday, right? Yeah. Now that my appointment's over, and like I said, I think that's the only appointment I'm gonna have. If what the computer is telling me is correct, right? Just kind of wait and see with the VA, see what happens. Nice to have that done. I should have done it years ago. But you know, I didn't know that I could get any money for anything that happened to me. Like, I never really thought about it. Never thought it was worth anything. Hopefully that goes through. You crash your website? That's no good. Another 1.5 hours to get back in. That's the worst. When your website isn't working. I use Shopify for my platform, so it typically doesn't crash, but sometimes there's a setting in there that I changed that I didn't realize that I changed, and it doesn't work for whatever reason. So then I get angry emails about how I'm bad for having a screwy website, which is fair. Like, but I'm not a tech guy. I just make chainmail, buddy. I wish I was more tech oriented or software oriented. I guess I could always go learn. My brother was the computer nerd growing up. My little brother loved playing on and putting together computers, and he dabbled with code and everything, and I was never that interested. I mean, I've built 2 computers at this point, but it's really not that hard to build a computer. But as far as like website stuff, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy using Shopify, but it makes everything super simple. Unless you screw up, you know, one tiny setting and you don't know where that setting's at, you know. Then I hate it, but all right. I don't typically deal with crashes. And actually, Rick, I had a friend of mine approach me about an inlay for his kids' hockey team. It doesn't look extremely difficult to like map out and put together. It's like an eagle or something. It's pretty basic. So if he asks me about it again, I might call on your services and have you talk to him. Just because, yeah, I freehanded a couple inlays, but I don't have a process like some people do. You do some coding and things somewhere in that code, you probably have a colon instead of a semicolon. Yeah, that's all. That is all it takes sometimes. Anyway. You'd be happy to help? Good. It's like I'm trying, like there's stuff I make to sell, right? But I am trying to get through, the whole point of this stream is to get through all the projects down here without starting new projects and without ordering more rings, which I've done both of those, but you know, just because we didn't meet our goal doesn't mean we don't try again, right? So I don't want to take on an inlay of that magnitude. And it's, you know, it's not even that, it's not complex. It would just be large, I think. Not trying to add that to my list of things to do right now. So has anybody else got any big plans for the weekend? Wondering why that looked funny, because I need to go through that ring. And then finishing up unpacking stuff from the moving around of equipment, not much. There you go. All right. You're about 85% done. Good. So I have made one of these coifs before, and it was okay. Not great, not, you know. It was out of aluminum, and it had some type of Templar Iron Cross, Maltese cross thing on the back. It was pretty cool. For a buddy of mine to go to the Renaissance Festival. It'd made more than if it was one step forward, two steps back all day long. It's how it sometimes goes. I just kind of spend my day doing frivolous crap, you know? Like, for example, where I had the appointment today was about 45 minutes away, 40 minutes away. And twiddled my thumbs for 45 minutes. So it was time for my appointment. And then, you know, I went to go get dog food and I ended up getting the wrong dog food. My dog is a picky eater. But yeah, weird Thursday. I'm gonna get up tomorrow and going to seize the moment. I'm not gonna try to seize the day, I'm just going to try to make every moment effective and efficient, so I can get more stuff done. I did, before stream, I did sit down here and let me show you this. So I've got this big mess of, I don't even know, these are like 20 gauge 5/30 seconds, maybe? They're bigger than an 1/8, I know that much. Oh, smacking the camera around. And I did add about a foot. This is just a full Persian chain. I'm going to make one long continuous chain out of it and then do some like knot work type stuff, you know, and then turn it into a wall hanging. I think everybody's probably seen that before. Something like, you know, not work like that, but, you know, bigger, longer. Hey, that's cool. It'll be cool. Yeah, I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. I don't typically work on this on stream just because, I don't know. I really don't have a reason for not working on it on stream. I just haven't been. So and that's one that, you know, I'm just gonna have to work on that for a long time until I get one long continuous full Persian chain, and then I'm going to have to study how to like weave rope, you know. I think that's the hardest thing to do for a stream is figuring out what you want to do for it. Yeah, and some of these projects like this coif and the inlay I've got going on over here, they're so big and they take up so much time and go over so many streams. It's just like, you know, I don't want people to get bored, but I suppose you could only watch someone open and close a ring on a given project for so long. And I've got some smaller projects to work on too. And I think, I don't know. Oh God, pop my back. Kind of why you split into small, medium, large projects. I should do that. I should. I'm gonna do that. But is a coif a smaller, or is a coif a medium or a large project? You know, is it under 10,000, under 1,000 rings, under 10,000 rings, and under 100,000 rings? Is that, how do you measure large, medium, and small? The more, I think a lot of these projects, like, the sooner the larger ones get done, right? This coif, fairly large project. This inlay, my largest project, probably. Second, maybe only to a shirt. Other than that, everything's fairly small-ish. Small projects like keychains, bracelets, necklaces. Medium projects would be like scale ties, something that would take 6 to 10 hours. Anything over 10 hours goes into large project night. Yeah. Well, and okay, so I think I can do that once I have a few of these larger projects finished. Because we didn't take too many breaks from the Raiders flag inlay when I was doing that. It was pretty much that inlay until it was done, right? So I don't know if I can switch back and forth on projects like that without losing motivation to complete them, you know what I mean? But that's okay, that's why we stream. I don't like, okay, yes, I like to stream, right? It's fun talking to people on here. Been using your small project nights for newish weaves. Nice. But I mean, the goal of this is to get my smiling face in front of new people and get this stuff done down here. You know, it's been sitting around for too long. So I don't know when the last, I think candy cane cord was probably the last new weave I learned. Been ages since I tried to learn anything new. I'm sure I could go check out the Maille site and see and find a bunch of stuff that I've never tried before. And once, you know, once I get done with the bulk of this stuff down here, however many years that takes, seeing as how I've spent a good portion of this past year not doing anything down here, which is my fault. I'm guessing it's going to take me longer than a year to finish up everything. But hopefully I'll have a better track record this year. The goal is Monday through Friday, 9 to 10, no matter what. Okay, excluding maybe a Christmas concert for my son. I think I can do that. Maybe if I go on vacation or something. Sometimes there are variants of things done, but with little changes. You have files of pics that have come across you still like to figure out. Yeah. I have one of those too. I would like to try my hand at making one of those. Yeah. Flyers tried to bite me. I see a lot of people post stuff that would be cool to try, you know? Yeah, I'd like to do that. But I'm not gonna put up the money to get the rings to do any of it until I have this stuff done down here. I'm trying to stick to that. Bite him back. Oh, my tooth. Ah. I have a list of ideas of stuff that I want to do. But I'd like to get to a point where I can work on certain, like, you know, the bracelets I was making with the skulls and the different focal beads, right? I'd like to get to a point where I can work on those and sell those as to support my habit. And then a couple other jewelry items. So I would like to do a booth again. You got the wire to just make most sizes and be able to figure it out, then get colors to it. Nice. See, that's an efficient way to go about doing it. You know, you go in, you do the prep work, you figure it all out. One of the reasons I hate painting anything, could be a blank room, doesn't matter, is prep work. I have a really bad problem. I lack the discipline to do the necessary prep work for a project. So I just throw myself headlong into stuff and see if I can do it. And sometimes it ends up great. But a lot of times, not so much. There's water. Was that one younger? Way too old for that now? Yeah, maybe I should learn to start doing that so I'm not wasting so much time. You know? maybe, you know, maybe I'm just not old enough to do good prep work. Maybe that's what I'll say from now on. It's not that I'm bad at prep work or at doing prep work, I'm just too young for prep work. I haven't learned my lesson. That prep work will, you know, save me a bunch of time. Haven't figured that out yet. And it's... I'm not a big, like, I would love to be better at carpentry. But I'm not real good at it to begin with. And I've definitely have a hard time with prep work with that. You know, combine that with I only half know what I'm doing. Alright. One of my tragic flaws. Doesn't like to do prep work, and therefore spins on a hamster wheel. Being ineffective. The hamster wheel of ineffectiveness. Great with wooden stuff like that, but finishing drywall is your nemesis. Yeah, finishing drywall is a nemesis of mine too. Drywall period. Doing anything with drywall. Like, look, you need an IV. Okay, you need some labs drawn. You need me to go over your medication list with you. Okay, I'm your guy. You know, I'm fairly competent as a nurse. Any type of electrical or plumbing or carpentry or any of that stuff, like, I didn't learn any of that stuff growing up. So yeah, now even just putting the mud on some of the holes in the, or dings in the wall, right? Like, I can't ever get that to look good. I gotta stretch my hand. Feel it getting tight. Excuse me. Taping joints. Good at hanging and cutting, but taping and joints sucks. Yeah. I've never done that. Like, I've got a hole in my laundry room that I had to use to get to the dryer vent tubing. So I cut the hole in the ceiling to get to it, because when we moved in, the dryer vent tubing was packed full of lint, and it had to be taken out and replaced, and I just never fixed the hole. So I gotta. Gotta get in there and cut it, make it square. And then I'm gonna put like a trapdoor kind of thing on it. You always have, oh. You have to have someone come out and do it 6 months later because it always pulls away. Yeah. Excuse me. Right. Yeah, I watch a few construction people online, you know, and I see them do it and I'm like, yeah, I could do that. Then I'll go and try it, and yeah, no, I can't do that actually. Like some of the stuff you just have to practice routinely, like at a job, to get good at it. And for the few times when I have to do something like that, I'm not qualified. Maybe one day. Alright, have a good night, Rick. Take care of those cats. Right. We're about done here anyway. Another 10 minutes or so. Trying to get one more of these rows done. So yeah, weird Thursday. Kind of felt like I did a lot, but not a lot got done. Got only got a couple patients to see tomorrow, but one guy's on quarantine, and so he's got to be recertified. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have to discharge him and then readmit him when his quarantine is up, because I can't go see him technically. If he's asymptomatic at this point, I will probably go and pressure the health department to let me go see him. Or whoever I have to talk to. Whoever his social worker is, probably. Just be like, look, I'm not doing all this extra paperwork, so if I discharge him, you're gonna have to find someone else to take care of him. Maybe if I say that, which I won't really do, right? I'll discharge him and then readmit him and just do the paperwork. It's fine. Okay. But maybe if I tell them that, they'll be like, yeah, okay, yeah, you can go see him. He's asymptomatic. He'll be fine. So, I don't know. I don't want to... His quarantine ends on like the 11th. Okay? And his certification ends on the 9th. So, I can't just go see him 2 days early. I think that would be best for everyone involved if I just went and saw him tomorrow. At least I'm hoping I can get away with that. Who else do I gotta see? I gotta see another person that's gotta be recertified tomorrow. And she's the talker. She does not stop talking from when you walk through the door until you leave, so... That'll be a fun visit. Well, I'm hoping tomorrow's a better day and that I get more done effectively. Because this, you know, sitting around waiting for my appointment today was like, I could have avoided that completely had I just checked the time of my appointment. I think we're gonna finish up this row and then call it a night. My wrist is starting to hurt, and I was making some stuff about 40 minutes before stream started, so and I have just enough rings to finish this row, and that'll be perfect. It's a perfect place to stop. Right there. Okay. All right. Well, thank you everyone so much for hanging out. I do appreciate all your comments and engagement and just coming to chill with me. It is fun. Kind of a quiet night tonight, but that's okay. We're just hanging out anyway. All right. So be sure to check out MailleWerX.com for all your chainmail themed apparel and accessory needs. And I